So we're hitting a little low left. All right. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Suburban Rifleman. We're back out at the range this morning. It's hard to believe that we have a major snowstorm coming in. There is a little bit of clouds off on the horizon, but it's a beautiful, clear morning. It's about 14 degrees out here, and it's sunny, dead calm, so it's very nice, but apparently we're going to get some bad weather tonight. But I thought I'd get out here again today. Today I've got the SKS with me. Which may be seem like a strange choice, but I've been doing a lot of shooting with my Marlin 336 lever actions, and there's actually a lot of similarities between this and the Marlin 336, and I can already hear some of you furrowing your brows and going, what the hell is he talking about? But if you compare the 7.62 by 39 with the 3030 Winchester, they're ballistically very, very similar. They're not twins. I've seen them described as twins. They're not, but they are very similar, and they're nominally 30 caliber. Both this rifle and the Marlin 336 have 20-inch barrels. They've got rear locking, non-rotating bolts, so I should get similar accuracy in theory. Now, I didn't do too well with my 30-30 with iron sights a couple of weeks ago. I think that had to do with the very large aperture I had in the receiver-mounted peep sight. But I'm expecting to do at least as well with this rifle as I did with the 30-30. I'm not sure about that because, honestly, although I've shot the SKS a lot, I've not ever really shot it for accuracy at longer ranges. But we're going to follow the same doctrine. 120 yards. I've already taken some shots at 120 yards. I have a pretty good idea of where the rifle's shooting. Luckily, I had a freshly painted gong out there. So I'm going to take some more shots at 120. Then we'll move out to 153. Then we'll try 240. Let's take a few shots at 120 and see how it goes. I do have a finite number of rifles. It may not seem it so far because I haven't done a lot of recycling yet, but you're going to see the same guns in future videos. You're certainly going to see this one in the future. I want to talk a little bit about the SKS and its history and my history with the SKS. I was really lucky to have sort of come of age in the early 90s when the SKS was a really cheap rifle. Not cheap, but inexpensive. And more importantly, 7.62 by 39 was very inexpensive also. I've got a selection of brown bear lacquered cases from Barn Owl and zinc plated cases with some sort of a gimmicky nipple tip on here. I'll talk about that sometime. These are also from Barn Owl, although I think these are loaded at Ulyanovsk. I don't think these are loaded at Barn Owl. But I'm going to, because it's 14 degrees out here, it's not really a good opportunity for me to deliver a doctoral dissertation on Soviet firearms development and the doctrine of their use. So, in fact, it's time to send it, and we're going to do that. So, we're going to shoot at 120 yards first. I want to cover one thing quickly. If you're going to use an SKS effectively, I certainly in my youth I tried to do all kinds of things to improve the performance of the SKS, including trying to use different detachable magazines and things, and that never really works out that well. If you're going to use the SKS, use the internal box magazine, and if you want to load quickly, you got to use stripper clips. And I see a lot of people, I've watched a lot of videos where guys are struggling trying to load ammunition and using stripper clips, and there's a very easy method to this. Grasp the tip of the topmost bullet, put your thumb right against the clip. You can just strip them right down in there. No problem. And you're ready to shoot. It's a little bit harder to do that under combat conditions, but basically keep your thumb that you're pushing with as close to the clip as possible, and that'll make the cartridges slide a lot easier. So 120 yards. Huh. Okay. There we go. I lost track of my sight picture there for a second. Well, already I'm not having as good luck with this brown bear ammo as I did with my first few shots using the silver bear. Let's figure out where the rifle's hitting. There we go. Okay. I think we've got a handle on it. Let's finish up these 10 rounds at 120. Okay. Of course, I finished with a miss. So already I'm wondering if my prediction of better accuracy than I had with the 30-30 is going to be accurate or not. So let me move the camera around back here. I'll take another 10 rounds at 120, then we'll start moving out to longer ranges. Alright, still at 120. Another thing about stripper clips is you want to get good quality stripper clips, and they're getting kind of hard to find. These are old Chi-Com stripper clips. Most of the clips that are coming out of China now are really not too terribly good, but there we go. 120 all the way on the left. Okay. There we go. Okay. The front sight on these is very difficult to adjust, and there's no windage adjustment in the rear sight. And I have to always remind myself that this rifle shoots ever so slightly to the left, so I have to compensate for that visually. Oh, last shot. Let's run these two back through here. I don't think there was anything wrong with either of these cartridges. I think we've beat up that 120-yard gong enough for right now. I think it's now time to try moving out to 153 yards. Okay, so far so good. All right, so we're actually having pretty good luck at 153 yards. I'm going to skip over 170 and go right to 240 now. All right, yeah, that'll do it. Now, this is a slightly larger gong, but it's twice as far, so. Let's see how we do. So I discovered what all my functionality problems were. I was using a recoil buffer, an aftermarket recoil buffer, which a lot of people discourage you from doing in the first place. But I've had pretty good luck with these in warmer weather, obviously. But as it turns out, the 14-degree weather has frozen my recoil buffer and caused it to shatter like a piece of glass, and there were shards of recoil buffer throughout the action, kind of gumming up the works, so I just had to disassemble the entire rifle. So we're going to get rid of that, and let's get back to shooting. Hopefully we'll have better luck now. 240 yards. Alright, let's try adjusting the sights a little bit here. See how that does. Alright, I like that. Another good hit. I think I know where we're at now. Pretty happy so far. That was a miss. There we go. Oh, that's it. I've got 20 rounds left. Let's go for it. Those were silver bears. This is brown bear lacquered case. Not sure. I didn't hear the ring and I didn't see the steel move on that one, so I think that might have been a miss. But overall, I never expected to have this good of luck at 240 yards. There we go. Wow. I'm really impressed with the SKS. at even at these longer ranges. I think that was a hit, but I couldn't hear it. Ooh, nice loud ring that time. These 125 grain bullets actually swing that steel around pretty nicely. Not too bad. Well, we got 10 rounds left. Why on earth not? There's still something slightly screwy going on inside the fire control mechanism here. I think I still have a piece of recoil buffer hung up in my trigger mechanism. I'll have to take this back to the shop and blow it out with the air compressor. That was a hit, not a very good one though. Didn't get a very good ring off of that. What more can you ask for? So I don't know if these were exactly the results I was expecting, but I have to say I'm pretty pleased. I think we've demonstrated that with a decent rest, the SKS can be a 240-yard rifle all day long. Unfortunately, I did have a lot of mechanical problems due to that broken recoil buffer. There's probably a bunch of jump cuts in this video. I obviously haven't edited it yet. I'm still filming it, but I had to take the rifle apart twice, and there's still obviously some little bits in my fire control group, little bits of plastic that are screwing things up. So I got to get back to the shop and blow this out. Then I'm going to edit this video and start working on the next one. When I post that, I hope to see each of you here then. Later, guys.